Alright, how's everybody doing this morning? So we made it to Monday, and I think I know how. So we're going to revisit a couple things here. So on the hopscotch board, we have, the mirror image that's shared with the same day, the same block, right? Which goes back to this right here. We're going to discuss this a little bit more. Forget about the date right here. I mean, that's a real date, and that those times, the 10 days from here takes us to the 17th, and then we had the 3 days of darkness that took us to the 20th. And then just like here, we have the mirror image to Noah's days. We have the mirror image to the 3 days of darkness, which will take us to the 24th, which I think plays a significant part with this right here, because if we go to the 14th, where we had the new Independence Day, right? We had that big cage match celebrating the 250th. So if you come down to, okay, so this was the new one, and then if we come down here to the original 4th of July, down here, Independence Day, and then mirror, split the difference between them, we wind up right here on the 24th, which would be 3 more days of darkness from the 20th, with the 1 day Father's Day shared between them, between the two. Both realities have to have their Father's Day. So really, that's about, all I can say is we cleared the hopscotch board when we cleared it, but these days of darkness also have their mirror side as well, I do believe. Which, again, like I said, if you do mirror from the 250, it'll take us here to the 24th. So, just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's not, because there's and you can find stuff out there like, okay, so the atomic bombs were dropped August 6th and August 9th on 1945. So we theoretically could go to August 6th or August 9th again. There's always going to be a future path that they're going to show to this reality. There's always going to be, and there will always be a tomorrow. It's just not always going to look like this. So, it is it is what it is. That's just the way I see it. We got the Earth staggering. So we've been through all this. I think that's really all that's left, is just these last 3 days of darkness, and it's also showing up in the weather. There's been some pretty crazy weather centered around the center of the country, right, here over the last 3 days, and it'll continue for a couple more. But I think that's all we got to deal with, is just that last set of 3 days of darkness with the 1 day shared between them, which actually makes it a total of 7, right, from the 17th to the 24th. 3 and 3 with 1 shared between them, so to speak, which would be Father's Day. Alright, so that's that for the day. Chin up, we're getting ever so close with each passing day. Alright, love you all, bye-bye.